हेलो सिनेफैम। हाल ही में रिलीज हुआ द मच अवेटेड सेकंड सीजन ऑफ Netflix's web series She. First season was quite an unique and interesting one, which thoroughly explored female sexuality, gender bias, patriarchy, and lot more, which revolved around the life of Bhumi, aka Bhumika Pardesi. Without Sasya, I could not imagine that the show will ever get that X factor in it again, but the second season proved me wrong with Bhumi and Nayak in the lead. I was literally stunned to see that how natural of an actor Kishore Kumar ji is because he totally breathes life into the crucial character of Nayak. Apart from him, the leading actress Aaditi Pohankar as Bhumi is exceptionally good, seems bolder and more confident than she was in season 1, exactly as her character demands. Apart from the brilliant duo, Vishwas Kini as ACP Jason Fernandez makes the character pretty believable. The supporting cast too are brilliant. Performances are not at all a problem. In fact, they are one of the biggest positives of the show. Honestly, as I have more problems to discuss than the good, so I'll discuss the flaws with you first. Number 1. The series is unnecessarily complex and desperately tries to be some gangster or drug lord drama like the ones by Anurag Kashyap, but unfortunately could not match the level. So the major flaw is in the writing, and I'm heavily disappointed with Imtiaz Ali this time. Number 2. The portrayal of women is somewhat problematic and questions the basic nature of the show, which is obviously made to explore feminism and to empower women. But to my disappointment, she is reduced to being a pawn in the man's world. And yeah, the sex scenes involving Aditi and Kishore are terrible and cross the lines of aesthetic appeal and project towards vulgarity. Number 3. Of course, she rises in the end, but she ends up losing so many things in life that the so called victory is of no use to her. In short, climax is undeniably weak and again disappointing. This season, being longer than the first one, tires us even more than the previous one. Number 4. The second season actually ends up becoming a show for casual viewing because after a certain point you lose interest in what's going to happen next. And for me, this season is highly predictable because most of the things went the same way as I imagined them to be. Enough of the flaws, now let me tell you what's good in the series. Number 1. Performances are exceptional, especially Aditi is just too good. Also, the chemistry between her and Kishore is palpable in every other scene except the sex scenes, as I mentioned. So, performances are a major plus for the series and definitely something worth witnessing. Number 2. Beach episodes like from 2 to 6 go on really well with the rat mouse chase concept, and audience could really not decide whether Bhumi is siding with Nayak or has decided to remain an undercover agent for the police. So that angle will compel you to watch the show till its very end. Even though it's dragging, still what keeps you hooked till the end are those little questions in your mind and of course the stellar performance by Aditi. Number 3. I can't stop praising Mukesh Chabra after seeing the series because he is undoubtedly one of the best casting directors that we have in our country. Each and every single person that he chose to play the respective characters are all more than perfect, best examples being the ever brilliant Vijay Varma as Sasya and Resh Lamba as the transgender woman Durga. If you want to watch it, then obviously you have to be 18 plus as there's a lot of mature content lying there. If you ask me about the recommendations, then honestly I had expected the second season to be obviously better than the previous one and anything but sloppy. But it totally disappointed me. Still, if you are watching one, then you can't stop, you'll definitely watch two. She is mostly a show on a woman exploring and owning up to her sexuality more than anything else. And if you are in the mood for something like that, then give it a watch. Upon that, it's again a classic example of how male writers get women wrong. Anyways, I'll give the series 2.8 out of 5. You can discuss about it with me in the comments and share your views if you agree or disagree with me. And do subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitter. Jonaya003 is the handle. Also press the bell button to receive notifications. I'll be right back with a new video. Thanks to you all for watching this.